gal. We're just pulling up in Capri. Super beautiful. Check it out.
On Sunday, September 7th, I left London to go to visit Peter, who I'd met when Hannah and I went to the World Cup in France in 2019. And first he took me to see Isaac Newton's house, which was cool. But then even cooler was this Hughes Avenue place where the English really like to decorate their trees up in different ways. It kind of reminded me of either Alice in Wonderland or Edward Scissorhands. The dog here in the lower right corner is Rolo, who I thought I had a bigger picture of, but I didn't. And then we went back to Peter and Natty's house, and this is Natty, and she made this delicious sushi lunch for us. And then we went for a walk in the countryside by their house outside Market Overton. Later in the evening, I got back on the train to head over to York, where I stayed at this great Airbnb that had these lovely pictures of musicians on the wall. It really felt like it was meant for me, because there was also a Volkswagen bus on the wall, like on a shelf. There was a lovely common area, and I was able to do some laundry, which was so awesome. There was shared bathrooms, and I at first couldn't figure out how to use this shower, but I used the other shower. And there was also the wonderful convenience of having a sink in my room. Isn't the key cool? Look at it. It's so awesome. In London, I met a couple while I was at Frankie and Benny's, and they told me about things to check out in York. Well, first of all, there was this Chico's restaurant, so I had to take a picture of that. And they told me to check out the Shambles Market and the Minster. So I did go to those two places and walked around and saw some cool stuff. And then I was going to return for the evensong in the evening at the Minster, but as I was walking up, a fellow was telling the people before me that there was no choir that day. So instead, I did the York cat hunt. In the following pictures, see if you can find the little statues of different cats that helped you to learn about the history of York, and also see some very cool cats, which I thought was quite perfect for me. On the 9th, Andrew Sefton picked me up from my Airbnb, which was delightful, and he took me to Pocklington, where we saw the school, which is now a private school, but that's where William Wilberforce went to school, as well as some other guy who scratched his name into the rocks there. Then he took me to the church where I met Phil, and he took us on a walk around Pocklington and showed me Alma Terrace, which is where Grandpa apparently was born, and this was where the store was that the Lawsons owned. Here's a Methodist church, and this is the Feathers, which is an old bar, and then this was the gravestone of one of the many William Lawsons. Here's my crew in Bishop Wilton who were showing me where great-grandma Lily lived. And then this is the gate to Grandpa's old house. But now it is Francis and Angus's house. When they first moved in, all the foliage in the front wasn't there, but this is the kitchen, which is in a different spot from where it would have been before. And this would have been the bathroom here. And this is like the foyer or the breezeway. And this is the stable. And the backyard is so beautiful. It has various fruit trees, various apples, figs, plums. And this is the tree where Margie rests now. This is the church in Bishop Wilton with beautiful floors and also beautiful windows. Here are my great-grandpa and great-grandma listed in the burials book. And outside is their gravestone with their son Charles as well. Grandpa is, of course, in Winnipeg with Baba. It was such a wonderful trip, and everybody was so kind to me. Thank you so much, Pocklington Bishop Wilton crew. I ended the day with some delicious fish and chips from Mr. Chipper's and a gorgeous donut from Thomas Baker. I only got 2 pics in Brussels because I found it kind of like dirty and maybe a little sketchy in Brussels, and my Airbnb was subpar. On Thursday, I took the train to Brussels, met a lovely woman on the train named Carly, and then I got to spend the day with Hannah Bodner. And we walked around, saw some cool architecture, and had delicious bubble teas, although Hannah thought hers was like super sweet. And then after Hannah had a shower and I did her hair, we watched some Charlie Sheen, and then we went out and got some local cuisine in the name of McDonald's, and it was delicious. Hannah left early in the morning on Friday to go to work, and I got to stay in her hotel room until 12, which was just awesome. And then I got on the bus and headed over to Harxheim, which is not close. A couple buses took me to get there, and I was passing like windmills and farm fields, but so worth it, because what a beautiful Airbnb. Love it. And Gabby, my host, is just so kind and nice, and we're trying to talk to each other in German and English using the help of Google Translate. This was my supper, some Whopper Doritos and guacamole. So good, fun time. Then I went for a really long walk past the farm fields. After a suggestion from Lisa that I could see some good footy while I was here in Mainz, I bought a ticket to Mainz versus Leipzig, and it was, again, easy to find the arena because everybody on the bus was going to the game, it seemed. Everybody's wearing the jerseys and the scarves, and holy hopscotch, these European fans are way into their game. They're like waving flags, they're stomping, they're playing drums. Oh my gosh, it was so loud. I actually needed it to end. I stuck my fingers in my ears a couple times. Game was good. Final score 1-0 for Leipzig.